terms of returns for their livelihood got hit. Unfortunately, there has been conversations about how government itself is constrained, but we often do not talk about the impact of this on households and on private businesses. And so we decided to take this aspect of the conversation, which has not received significant discussion, and to look at how the DEEP has affected businesses and individuals and households. So you heard, renowned practitioners talking to the subject matter and a panel discussion of academics who have been engaged in research on the subject matter of DDEP. As we understood, the impacts are significant, but there are also ways by which families, individuals, households, and businesses can build their resilience to be able to come out of the challenges that have been occasioned as a result of the DDEP. Our students are going to be the next level managers. So maybe beginning from next year, you will find them being out there as managers because we are going to send them out there. They need to, one, understand that behavior has consequence and that government behavior has consequence. So if you find yourself in business, in government, you should know what behavior you will take. Number two, if you are in business and they are going to be managing business, they should understand that there can be shocks. There can be unexpected circumstances that can hit businesses. And so when that happens, what do you do? So today's conversation actually preempts the behavior that students would have to begin to think about when they get into uncertain circumstances as business managers. It is also to prepare them to know that the world out there is not as smooth as we see it. And so they must know that they must build enough resilience here themselves and gather enough tools that will let them be able to function when they become business managers. As a business school, what we primarily seek to do is to stimulate conversations and discussions on subject matter that we consider important. As I said, when it comes to the impact on families and on businesses, not a lot of people are talking about it. We are always mindful about the fact that government is unable to prosecute its development agenda because it is already constrained and cannot borrow anymore. But how about businesses? How about families? How about individuals? So what we seek to achieve is that following from this, there will be some conversation about how businesses are suffering and how individuals are getting impacted. And most importantly, what it is that must happen. So in the following days, our faculty members are going to be engaging the media in elaborating and providing solutions to businesses on how they can function. And you heard a lot of that today, how individuals can realign their lifestyles to be able to survive within this critical moment so that, people can still survive, and we need that survival because that is what keeps the economy going. Individual expenditure, business expenditure is what keeps the economy going. So if our economy must not crash, we must still have activity. That level of activity is required to keep even governments functioning because that's how government gets tax resources. So that is what we expect, that in the following days, there will be extensive conversations and that will lead to businesses getting to appreciate how they must behave and how individuals must begin to adapt and adjust to face the realities of the times. I think that the reason why government did this was that government had hit a particular moment of difficulty. And just like every situation, when you hit difficulties, you want to retreat and rethink how you go about it. So we see government has gone ahead and it's receiving support from the IMF to be able to restructure its debt and to be able to get some funding support to help the economy going. I think at an individual level, Ghanaians are very resilient. And one of the actors talked about the mental stress and torture that people may have gone through as a result of this. But I think that it looks to me that the resilience that Ghanaians have has actually shown up in the way that we have recovered. Don't forget that we have a very solid social system of support, such that people are able to rely on other people to get some support. And businesses, and as we heard, fintech and it's helping a lot of businesses and individuals to be able to make adjustments. If people take Momo loan here or there to survive because they are on a mobile platform. That doesn't exist in places where they do not have that. So that is why you saw the integration in the discussion of how fintechs are helping to make families and businesses resilient. And I am very confident that this one too we would overcome.